that aside on the other side. On the other side of the bag. You're mixing it back up and you're picking the same thing up over and over again.
Grapes are best.
Yeah. Picking the seed. So you said those are seeded grapes? You're eating the seeds?
Yeah. They're nutritious. They give you the shits.
That's what I mean. I don't like those kind of shitty things.
As animal abusers or someone who does harm to non-human animals. So for many people, it's really difficult for them to come to grips with the fact that they're contributing to the harm of non-human animals. Let's do another show of hands. How many of you have just told somebody that you were vegan and you got a really defensive response from the other person? Okay, pretty much everybody, right? Of course. And the reason for that, the reason that is because of a shame response. When people are just merely reminded of the harm that they do to non-human animals, they may experience shame. And when people experience guilt and shame, they often have a really defensive response, and that's when you hear justifications for doing harm to animals. You hear a lot of what come across as really absurd justifications and excuses for using animals, but that's because their shame response has kicked in. And it's helpful for us to keep this in mind, because the way we approach other people, the way we talk to other people, may or may not be likely to invoke or bring about that shame response. So it's helpful for us to be mindful of how we're talking to other people, how we're approaching other people, because our approach, depending on how aggressive we are in our approach, may be more likely to evoke that shame response. And as much as we can, we want to keep that shame response to a minimum. Though, of course, we're not responsible for other people's response, but we can still approach people in a way that will be less likely to bring about that response. Secondly, there are so many myths about veganism out there, and we've pretty much all been socialized to do harm to non-human animals, and these myths really get in the way of folks going vegan. They often seem ridiculous to us, but to those who haven't kind of developed awareness about veganism and the harm we do to animals, these myths are real and people really believe them. So let me ask you all, just to get you all to participate a little bit, what are some of the myths out there about veganism? It's unhealthy. That's a big one. What else? Protein. You're not going to get enough protein. What else? Just blurt them out. Need your eggs, right? It's expensive. Animals eat other animals, so we should too.
I'm a lion.
I'm a lion. Lions do it, so. Cavemen.
The Bible says so.
The Bible, good one.
Plants have feelings.
Culture, right. What's that? Children first? What do you mean by that? Right. We should be worried about human problems. Then once we solve all the human problems in the world, then we can focus on
Plants have feelings.
Plants have feelings too. What's the purpose of animals? They were put here for us to leave them asleep. Say that again?
If we didn't farm them, who would feed them?
Right, if we didn't farm them, what we do with all these animals will be overrun by animals. It's a related one, right?
Don't kill
One
fruits.
here. You want to sit down here?
That might be good in your tea, no?
Yeah, clean your teeth.
You like hot sauce too?
You can put hot sauce on his banana before he eats it. Gives it an extra kick, you know?
Did you get some, Idolize, did you get some mock chicken as well? Do you want to try that?
Yeah, it's not like a mind.
Eating the being.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to die of it.